Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam135. As you may remember, Prahlad calmed down Narasimha. Narasimha was now a Shantamurti, and everyone came near to him, stood in his presence, and praised him. Lakshmi came and sat by his side, and he became Lakshmi Narasimha. He said, "My child, you will live till the end of this kalpa. Without getting involved in them, you will enjoy the pleasures of the world. You will be free of the bondage of karma, and finally, you will reach me." Prahlad bowed his head and said, "Lord, please be gracious to my father. He was ignorant of the glory that is you, and he spent his entire life hating you. You were angry with him for his treatment of me. Forgive him and let him be rid of the sin by name Bhagavabhakta Nindana, which is an unforgivable sin in your eyes." "So be it," said Narasimha. He smiled and added, "Because you have been born in the line of Hiranya, he and 21 of his ancestral lines have been purified. He has reached the land of your Pitris. You may perform rites for him. I also want you to know that all your descendants will be dear to me." Narasimha then told Brahma, "You should not from now on grant boons indiscriminately to the asuras. It is like feeding the serpents with nectar." Narasimha vanished from their sight. Prahlad then honored the Devas and Brahma, and they returned happily to their homes. The thorn which had been lodged in their sides for all their years of suffering had been removed, and they were happy. Narada continued his narration to Yudhishthira. He said, "Thus Diti's sons were killed by Narayana. They had been constantly thinking of him, though the feeling was hatred. Because of the curse of Sanaka and his brothers, the doorkeepers of Vishnu, Jaya and Vijaya, were again born as Ravana and Kumbhakarna. Narayana was born as Rama and killed them. Shishupala and Dantavakra are the two remaining Janmas of Jaya and Vijaya. Jaya has now reached the feet of the Lord, and Vijaya will follow very soon. Yudhishthira, you must have noticed that the first Janma of these two was such that Krodha was predominant, and it was accompanied by Mada. In the birth as Ravana, Kama was the main vice which was rampant. In this Janma, Matsarya is the predominant emotion in the minds of these two. The one who listens to the story of Prahlad and the grace of the Lord to this bhakta will never again be born in this world," said Narada, and concluded his story. Yudhishthira was silent for a moment. Then he said, "Fortunate indeed was the Asura child Prahlad, who has seen the Lord in person." And Narada smiled pityingly at him and said, "Yudhishthira, have you not realized yet that you are more fortunate than all the others? I will explain it to you. Prahlad and his guru, who is myself, were not as fortunate as you are. Your ancestors, like Pururavas, rishis like the great Vashishta, why even Brahma the creator, are inferior to you. They spent ages studying the Upanishads and searched for the Brahman, who has been said to be hidden therein. As for you, this Brahman, this quintessence of the Upanishads, is living with you, even if you do not ask him to. Your home is as pure, as holy, as sacred as all the Upanishads put together. The Parabrahman did not live in the house of this child Prahlad, and the rishis did not go to his house to see the Brahman. Do you know what has happened now? The rishis are searching for the Brahman in Vaikuntha, in the solar space, in the ocean of milk, in Shveta Dvipa, and not finding it there, they are looking for this elsewhere. He has concealed himself in a human form, and he is running errands for you. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.